Hello, this is Heather Hoffman, and I'm back today with one final card using the May 2020 card kit of the month from Unity Stamp Company. I loved that huge armchair image, and I thought it was just begging to be paper pieced. There's little cushions and pillows you can put on there as well. That'll help you add. Helps if you put your stamp the right way down on the MISTI there. Excuse me there as I did that backwards. I kind of set it on there to visualize what I wanted to do first, and I forgot to flip it over to look at it. So anyway, there's some fun cushions that you can also stamp a fun sentiment on there. I went ahead and chose one of those, and I'm going to kind of set it on there and kind of get an idea of where I want to put it. I'm leaving that armchair image lined up for now on that MISTI because I'm going to go ahead and stamp my next portions of this in a few minutes. But before I do that, I decided to go ahead and do some ink blending on the bottom. That's going to kind of add a grounding layer for that chair. I'm going to use 2 shades of Distress Oxide. Scattered Straw and Rusty Hinge are the 2 colors I chose. And I just used a bit of Post-it tape across the bottom. And then instead of masking off the whole top, I just pull out some inexpensive Post-it notes. It's kind of a great way to kind of fill in a mask. And I'm just going to kind of blend the lighter shade all over and then the darker kind of around the edges for a little bit of depth and shading in that. And then when I peel that mask off, I've got a nice crisp line that goes right at the bottom of the chair. And it's okay that the ink goes over the chair legs a little bit because I'm going to paper piece this. You're not even going to see that. So don't worry about that part. You can go to any level on this and you're not going to interfere with that. All right, I've got 2 different colors of pattern paper that I'm going to use for my paper piecing. And I trimmed that main piece to the exact same size as my A2 card front. I don't like to waste paper, but you'll see in a minute here what my plan is. I went ahead and stamped that chair so it's exactly lined up in the same place. Now I can stamp that cushion right over this, and it looks like I've kind of messed up when I do that, but I'm going to be paper piecing over the top of this. So I just wanted to have it lined up exactly where I wanted to place it. So you can see I can exactly see what I'm doing. And now I can do the exact same thing on the white panel that has the main chair image as well. And those are exactly lined up. Now I'm going to pull my other shade of pattern paper out, kind of line that up in the MISTI once I make sure it'll fit in there. And on this, I'm going to stamp that, just the cushion. I don't need the rest of the chair. And then I'm also going to stamp one of the sentiments that are designed to fit in that cushion right in the middle there as well. And then, once all that's done, it's simply a matter of doing some careful fussy cutting with my detail scissors. And it's going to help get all those layers assembled and ready to layer together. So, all you got to do is around those edges, we're going to do something at the end too to fix those black edges. So, don't worry if you go a little too far in. I try and stay right on the line. This image was super easy to cut out, which was kind of handy as well. Some of them can be a little more detailed, but this one had nice, clear, easy lines to cut around. I'm going to do the exact same thing there on the cushion, following the lines. And by layering all of these up in one layer, you're going to get a smoother effect on your paper piecing. All right, got that finished. So now you can kind of see how all of that's going to layer together for one solid, smooth layer. All right. Now I'm going to pull out a black Copic marker. You could also use a Sharpie. And if you just carefully go around that outer edge, the core of this paper is a little bit white. Going over it with the black is just going to polish off those edges a little bit so it gives a little more of a finished look. All right, when I paper piece, my preference is to apply my glue to my base layer and then stick the other stuff on top. You can do it in any order if you prefer putting it on your top layer and then adhering it down. I just find it's easier to kind of do it for me flat like that and then lift the piece without the glue on to set in place. And there, that finishes off all those edges and it comes out so perfect. Something just so fun about paper piecing. All right, finishing off really quick here with a simple sentiment stamped along the bottom. And then I trimmed this panel down ever so slightly and adhered it onto a craft card base with some foam tape just to add a little bit of dimension to this otherwise fairly flat and easy to mail card. Thanks so much for coming by today. I hope you enjoyed and have a wonderful day.